Alright guys, welcome to the very first travel video on this channel. We're going to go to a place actually that is very near and dear to my heart, Dade Battlefield State Park. It's located in Central Florida off of 75. I'll give you all the details a little bit more on that later. I grew up at this park. I did volunteering. I went and did history events all through elementary school to even after high school. They have a history event actually going on right now today in the park. So we're going to go take a look at that and see if maybe y'all are interested in checking it out on your travels. So let's head out. Alright guys, we just got to the park. It was pretty cheap to park here in the state park. It was only $5 for the event. I saw there was a couple of vendors out there today and a good handful of people. So we're going to go check out the history event going on back here. We're also going to take a walk. I want to show you all a couple other things that I personally like about the park. Unfortunately, the museum today is closed, so we won't be able to go take a little peek in there, but I'll kind of show you some other things that might be interesting. So let's go take a walk and see what's around. All right guys, so I've been walking around a little bit, kind of checking it out before showing it to y'all guys, and they got some pretty interesting thing here. There's some music off over there. They're making some homemade fresh apple cider over here on a picnic table. They even got a cannon out here. A couple pretty cool looking reenactors, a couple people riding around on horses. So we're gonna kind of walk around and check it out. I'm gonna show y'all what we got here. So. Alright guys, probably one of the coolest things out here today. They have an actual working cannon. Sadly, they're not shooting it today, but the reenactment they do in January, they actually do use this in the reenactment and shoot it. I thought it was pretty cool that you guys might want to see this. Alright guys, we're over here with Yolanda. We're going to make some homemade apple cider. She's going to kind of run us through what she's doing over here. So.
Well, what I've already done is wash the apples. We've got two different varieties today, and it is always recommended that you get different varieties because it's a little bit more savory. So we've got Mutsu, which I've not worked with before, and Empire. And so the yellow one is Mutsu and the red one is Empire. And basically you just go ahead, smaller apples you cut up into quarters. Larger apples you cut up into eighths, and then we come on over here to the grinder and we'll put some apples in here. We are trying to cover everything up because of all the nice little flies and bees. They're smelling the sweetness. just go ahead and start grinding. And we got the apples starting to come out, ground up.
So that makes it easier for when you go to squeeze it, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So we just kind of get it from the bigger ones to the smaller sizes. And then once we get a full bag, which we aren't quite there yet, we then would move the bags over here and put the press as tight as we
They're
can.
grinding up the apples so they can make apple cider.
And right now it's all the way down to the bottom, but it's still dripping. And then we've got some cider right there.
All right.
And then we've got actual cider that we have already done.
And after you squeeze it out into the juice, do you add like cinnamon and stuff for flavor, or do you just do it plain? All right, that's the best way to do it.
This is completely natural. Now, you could always put them in a pitcher and then add cinnamon if you want to, or allspice, nutmeg. Maybe put a couple of orange slices in a pitcher with the cider. After the press, we then put the mash in here, and then over here as the day goes by. And then the mash is going to be for some chickens and
right. So you use everything.
pigs, yep, compost, anything along that line.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, guys. So I've been walking around for a little bit, and there's this string like acoustic band going on over here to the side, and they've sounded pretty decent the entire time I've been here. So I'm gonna go over there and set the camera down and make a little short video of them playing for you guys, because they've sounded really good to me, but I don't know if you can hear them in the background of the video I'm making. So we're gonna go sit down and kind of enjoy them for a second. All right, just enjoyed that really nice kind of tranquil almost kind of concert they had going on, and I saw some toys over here in the corner that some kids are playing with, and I am mentally a 5-year-old. Like, seriously, half the time I can't believe that I don't find a rock interesting for half an hour. So I'm gonna kind of come over here and maybe show y'all some of these toys, but I really want to go play with them, so I'm gonna go have some fun. Oh my god, guys, they got so much stuff over here for the kids to play with. They got stilts over there in the corner, little jump ropes. Those guys go on those planks of wood and you kind of make them tap dance. Little ball games that I'm never good at and kind of hard to do one-handed, but yeah, I'm never good at those. Some little wooden puzzles. It's a pretty cool thing for the kids to be able to do, which is pretty nice for them to have out here. They have a lot of stuff out here so the kids can just kind of play around if they're not too interested in the history notes. So this is actually really neat. Some hoop stuff, all sorts of kind of really cool stuff over here. All right, guys, I just found the game that I used to play all the time while I was over here. It's called Shut the Box. The goal is to take these 2 dice, roll them, and you can either add them up to put a number down, or use the 2 separate numbers to put a number down. So I could either do that 9 right there, or I could do a 5 and a 4. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the 5 and 4. 2 and 3. That's a good one to put down, huh? 3. Let's see, we got 9. Oof. All right. I never said I was good at the game. I already have my 4 down, so I can't put that down. I already have my 5 down, so I can't combine them. So I kind of lost. I'm going to sit here and play this a few more times, see if I can actually get a win out of this. But this was one of my favorite games when I was coming here when they would have this out. Very challenging, but super fun to play. All right, guys. So we left the little historical event they were having going on and decided I wanted to take you to one of the trails they have on the park. This park is called Dade Battlefield Sate Park. It is actually where the Second Seminole War started, and one of the trails you can walk is actually roughly the trail men were marching when they were ambushed. So they have these little white markers back there. There's one back here behind me. That kind of mark where some of the officers fell. It's a beautiful, beautiful walk back here. And I just kind of wanted to show y'all this because it is one of the better parts of the park. They have a couple really nice walking trails that kind of show you through a little bit of Florida's scenery, through the pine woods, oak forest. There's a creek on the land and stuff. So it's actually a really nice place to kind of walk. I just kind of wanted to point out, like, it's shaded. It's nice back here. It's a beautiful walk. And I just wanted to show y'all this, one of the many things that this park has to offer for people. All right, guys, so as I had stated before, this park is actually a historic battlefield, and what you see behind me is the breastworks. That is a representation for what they built when they were attacked here at the battlefield. Fun little fact, this breastworks that's here now is actually an Eagle Scout project that was done a handful of years ago. Sadly, the museum that is directly behind me is closed for renovations. They're hoping to have it open here very shortly. They're at the ends of their works on the restoration. So I unfortunately cannot take y'all into the museum, but I did want to show you right across from the museum the breastworks because it's one of the historic visualizations that you can see while you're at the park. I figured y'all might want to kind of take a gander at that. I also want to point out just how beautiful this park is. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and be quiet here for a second. You can see that there is no noise. It is so quiet and peaceful. See, the historical event is right over there that they're doing, and you can't hear them. The trees block it out. It is a beautiful, beautiful park. Very nice, very quiet. I'm going to take y'all to one more thing that people who even visit the park don't know is there, but is probably one of my favorite things at the park, and it's pretty cool. I'm going to show y'all here in just a second. All right, guys, this is the last thing I wanted to show you was this majestic oak tree back here. It's kind of situated in the middle of the park. It's beautiful back here. There's a little bit of a creek that runs back there. It's shaded. It's always quiet. You can hear the birds. It's fantastic. Even people who visit this park don't necessarily know that this big, giant, beautiful tree is here. Actually, the tree is so old, they estimate that was here when the battle happened here at this park, which was back in the 1800s, which kind of gives you a timeline. It's 2022 now. This tree is ancient, but it's beautiful. I love to stop here. I like to sit on that bench back over there and just kind of think or rest, take a little nap, eat some lunch. I always love to stop here right before I leave just because it shows you how beautiful some places can be that you might not get to see. So that's going to be it for this park. I'm going to go ahead and see y'all back in the truck. All right, guys, thank you for riding around with me to the Dade Battlefield Florida State Park. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to leave a link down in the description of the park's website so y'all can kind of check it out for yourself. Do keep in mind, please, that I do not show you everything in these videos because I want you to come out and take a look around. I want you to bring your family. I want you to bring your friends. I want you to come out and have a good time, and I don't want to spoil all the fun for y'all. So please make sure to come and check out this park if you're in the area. It would be greatly appreciated. I know you'll love it so much. If you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much. If you want to show your support, go ahead and hit that like button down and below. And if you have any suggestions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comments of this video. I'm going to check them. I'm going to reply to them. That way I can see what other places y'all want me to go to, ways I can improve the video, and most importantly, be able to make y'all, the viewers, the happiest, because that's what is the most important to me while making these videos. Other than that, thank y'all so much, and I will catch y'all in the next video.